Jai Shri Krishna. My name is Lukesh Pilani. I am a motivational speaker. Today we will be talking about some tips where we can make our telemarketing and telesales call a huge success.
प्लीज जरा एड्रेस बताइए भाई साहब, ये पता बता सकते हैं आप?
आपकी शादी हुई है?
हाँ हुई है।
आपकी बीवी कैसी है?
अच्छी है, इसीलिए तो शादी की है।
घर में बच्चे हैं?
नहीं है।
घर में टीवी है?
हाँ है।
चलता है? जी टीवी है? स्टार कनेक्शन है?
हाँ है।
केबल है? कितना पिक्चर दिखाते हैं?
2 पिक्चर बताते हैं।
3 क्यों नहीं दिखाते?
अरे 3 नहीं बताते हैं।
ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट की कलर है?
ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट है।
तो कलर क्यों नहीं लिया?
अरे मेरी मर्जी की बात है। कौन है
आपकी
भाई?
मर्जी से मतलब?
अरे ये कौन है भाई आप?
तुम कौन हो?
मैं भूल गया हूँ।
घर में बिल्ली है?
नहीं है।
कुत्ता है?
है।
चारपाई पे खटमल है?
नहीं है।
दीवार पे चिपकली है?
है।
नारे की मादा है?
ठीक से देखा नहीं।
Question is very important in telemarketing and telesales. But asking more questions or bombarding prospect with the questions could end up losing that customer forever. So here are certain tips for you which are based on certain amount of research which we have done and which will help you to gain that momentum and to achieve the numbers. So rule number 1, it's huge risk. It's a tough job to do. Many of the people run away from these jobs. It is also important that such kind of jobs are more rewarding compared to any other job in the market. Rule number 2, we need to know our prospect. So when I'm referring to a prospect which is also a customer and in all the segments, could be pharma, non-pharma, could be into the real estate market. So the most important thing is you should know your customer challenges, what are your customer visions, what are your customer goals, what is your customer plan for a short term as well as for a long term, where the customer sees himself after a certain amount of time. Utmost priority about the prospect is you should always connect to the prospect at the upstream level. So these are the upstream level where we are talking about the vice president, the MD of the company, the head of the department, who are the major decision makers, and they will help you to crack the deal and to make you a successful salesman. Rule number 3, you need to have a script in place. So the script includes how do you start the call, what is the content of the call, what is the value proposition which you will offer to the customer, and how do you end the call. And the point which I am missing here is you also need to have a contingency plan in place in case when you have to work with plan A, plan B, plan C and plan D. So you need to be prepared with it before getting on to a call with a prospective client. Remember, there is a 7-second rule. In that 7 seconds, the prospect decides whether to continue in a dialogue with you or to let you go or say thank you, I am busy, I will connect with you next some other time. So first 7 seconds are very much important when you speak with the prospect for the first time. How do you start it? So you can say, hey John, this is Lukesh Pilani calling. Did I get you in the middle of something? Hope you're doing well. So this is the right way which we would recommend to start a call. But if we see the sales research which we have done over the past few years, we see normally the calls are more robotic. Hello sir, madam, how are you doing today? Greeting, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And normally in that second only the customer knows that this is a sales guy and is trying to get some ways out to get you off the hook and carry on with his routine work. So you need to be very normal, because whenever you speak like robotic or reading the script, you normally tend to have your space keeps on building, cascading until the time you reach that octave, and it looks like a sales call, so the customer will not be happy. Point number 4, which is also foremost important, is motivations. In such kind of calls, you might get rejections, you might get objection, you might be depressed, you will end up crying, saying that, oh, I lost the deal, or your entire day would be gone off. So you need to build up that resilience in you, the willpower, the determination. Yes, I can do it. As we are talking in the current scenario where everyone is working from home, the 5th point is very much important. It is the position in which you are making the call. So ideally you should design a workplace at your home. Okay, this is the place where I will be working. And second and foremost thing is, when you are making the call to that customer, the prospect, you ideally should be in a standing position, or you should be sitting and having a word with him. It should not be that you are lying on the couch and having a word, or you are eating something and you are having a word. It doesn't sound professional. So the 6th point which I am making is to have a balance between the time you spend in listening to the customer and time you spend in speaking with the customer. So it has to be a planned interrupt, the kind of questions, the right questions which you will ask to the customer, and the customer will start speaking. Or could be just like saying, so does it make sense to you? Is that what you were looking for? Is that okay? Are we on the same page, or are we on the same track? Something like that. Point number 7 is also foremost important, is the time at what you call the customer. So ideally, if you see and evaluate the study which we have done in the market, and normally your competitors or your colleagues are ideally calling the customer in between a time range of 10:30 onwards till 12:30, and then after 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock. So ideally what we recommend is to make the more successful call is to ideally call early morning or in the late hours. Could be early morning, could be 7 to 9, 7 to 10, because ideally if you see the upstream level which I said, to connect with the right people, the upstream level, the vice president, the senior directors, they ideally start from 7 and they work till 7. So I would recommend is you ideally start to call the customer early or the late hours, which will help you to be more successful. The next 8 point is disqualify. Disqualify the leads at the initial level, so you don't end up spending more time on that particular lead. So the reason you all will be watching this video, we are talking about a product which will be $100,000. You should be able to make a decision whether the customer will be interested in making that deal, or he will be not willing to take that deal. So you have to take that early call, so you don't end up wasting your majority of the time and suffering. 9th is also important criteria is to have the budget in place. So ideally we would not recommend to start initially about pitching about the price value of the product which we are talking, but we would recommend to gradually increase the value of the product, place the product at right standpoint, and then you put the price in place, and then you say, okay, this product will be worth $100,000, and then after the value has been built to a certain level, the customer will not even mind to pay that much price for the product. 10th is having a feedback from a customer and closing your entire conversation which you had over the telephone. So ideally you can take a feedback from the customer saying that, okay, is this the product you were looking for, or could be anything else which you could add, which we can help and we can support you in that way. End of the day, it's also important to showcase to the customer that in case you take this product, or you buy this product, or you invest in this is the return on investment which is guaranteed. But again, it is always pitching at the last moment, and ideally it should be you put forward a question to the customer saying, sir, how would this create a difference to you in case you go with this? So the customer would ideally answer you, okay, this would help me save such amount of money or a lot of cost, or could be a manpower, could be something else, XYZ. So let him create that value before you end into it. First is 11th point, which is to have a next steps in place. Ideally, you have to be there upfront on that call, and you have to say, okay, sir, how do we take the next steps, and how do we proceed to close it or to execute the final discussion which we had. So you can fix a calendar, you can have a note of his calendar, and you can block it accordingly, and you can plan, okay, next week so and so date, or could be tomorrow, or could be day after tomorrow, or could be next month, whatever. But you have to have the next steps in place at that moment. If you miss it, you have gone. Your entire investing of the time will be ruined. And 12, which is my favorite one, SW to the power 3n. So what it says is, some will, some won't, so what next? So it is as you have to keep on moving, keep on trying, and move on to the next customer and try out your luck. I'd like to ask you in this, which of these tips were more helpful for you, or would be more correlated and would definitely add value to the things which you are doing? Would be great if you could comment in the box below, and in case you like the video, please do feel free to like and subscribe and to share with your friends and colleagues. Jai Shri Krishna. See you again.